Where the fuck do you think you're going? Wow, what is happening? my. Why does this instance have to be like so terrible? Go, Thrall, go. Hey Leo, how's it going, man? That's good to hear. This instance, by the way, is freaking terrible. I'm so glad I never had to do this when it was relevant, because if I did, I would have lost my mind. But I need them pets. Need them pets. No, you fucker, come back here. This is the Battle of Mount Highjaw raid from TBC. And it's just like, the first part is fine. There's like 3 parts to this. There's the first part, which is you're with Jaina Proudmoore, and there's waves of dudes that come at you. And that's it. It's just waves of dudes and then a boss and then rinse repeat. And then you come up here and like the first part's fine, but this part just fucking sucks because like you get the waves of dudes, which again is fine, but then it's like then you get dudes that are spread out everywhere, and it's like, oh my god, can you just not be spread out so I can kill you? It's quite annoying. I'm basically doing this for pets, and that's why. Cause, yeah. And actually one time I was doing this, and I only did the first wave of bad guys here, like the first set, like the first boss basically on Thrall. And then I started running to the next part, which is the final boss, and forgot that there was another wave. And so like I completely broke it, and there was like a shit ton of dudes, but like it was telling me that I had minus dudes because there were so many that, yeah, it was just like ridiculous. I couldn't unbug it. It was messed up. Completely broke it, and I was like, god damn it. And that just made me dislike this place even more. This place can be really buggy. Stuff can reset and whatnot. It's pretty bad. Luckily I haven't had that issue, but my friends and stuff have, so. Inventory's full. That's not good. Damn it all. Oh, what? Okay, now I need to go to Black Temple. Actually, I just need to go to Orgrimmar. Need to go to Orgrimmar, and I need to hit Hellfire Peninsula. To sell. That's how I make most of my gold. It's that and selling BOAs or BOEs. I still need some. I actually still need for the Achi. I need 2, I think, or 1. I need the fuck, what are they called? It'll be somewhere in here. Fragment. Okay, fragment. Fragment. Yeah, I need fragment of desire still, I think, and I think that's the last one. I'll do these ones, and then sometimes I will... Where am I going? Sometimes I will do all of the old raids for pets. Some of them still are worth quite a bit. It depends on the rarity of the pet. Some of them will go for 1,000. Others will go like 5k. Like, let's see. Oh yeah, this doesn't show me. Oh, I haven't gotten this pet since the first time I got it. Interesting. Basically, if there's no pets up on the auction house like this, or no, sorry, if there's not the same pet, like if there's not a stink rot, my TSM will automatically post it for 1,000. I probably could up the price of them, like in my trade skill master, but like I have pets in my bags from like all the like pretty common ones, and they either don't sell or they sell for really low. So I need to switch weapons. My God, please just learn to walk. I think these newer ones, they sell for quite a bit. I think the most I sold for a pet once was 7k, and I don't even remember which pet it was. There's actually a website, I can't remember what it's called, I need to find it again, but basically there's a website that tells you like really good deals on what servers, so technically you could actually take pets and sell them on different servers, because these pets are count wide. You could go to a different server and probably sell them for a lot more. I just never do it because I'm mostly because I forget, and then when I do remember, I'm kind of lazy. Yeah, I'd say like the fact that I still haven't gotten every pet from doing these ones, specifically these 3, kind of tells me that the drop rate's pretty rare. Because I do these almost every week, so. The older ones from like Molten Core and like Blackwing Lair, they don't sell for as much because they're really farmable, and the ones from Serpent Shrine Cavern, those are pretty rare, I think, because I tend to sell those for quite a bit. And Kael'thas, man, like, or Tempest Keep, sorry. There's one pet and I finally got it. Like, it took so many weeks to get it. It was like ridiculous. It was like, it's the pet that drops off the mage woman. Like, it took so long. I don't know why. It took a really long time for the Void Reaver pet too. But I got that, and then yeah, and it took even longer than when I got that to get the frickin' mage one. I was like, okay. I can't remember what the pet is, but needless to say, I was annoyed. And I don't think I've seen a second one either. Because my assumption is that that one would sell for quite a bit. Because people really like their pets, you know? They like collecting stuff. Which is cool. Like, I'm glad that's an aspect in the game. I'm not like super into collecting them. I'm more like, I want to sell them basically. But I do keep one. Like, if I get one and I don't have it, I will keep it until I get a duplicate. Will you fuck off? Boom, get one shot. Oh yeah, those ones always bug. That's a cannon. Can't walk through a cannon. Unless maybe you're a mage. I've gotten pretty lucky with pets today though. Normally I see like maybe one, and I got 2 in Sunwell and 1 in Hyjal, so Question mark. What am I doing? Oh my god. Okay. Oh. I wish DKs could use fist weapons, because that would be sick. It doesn't make sense for them to, but it'd be sick. I also want, I want to use a shield, or like even just like aesthetically have a shield. That'd be nice. But the thing is, DKs are so OP, they don't even need a shield. They just take it straight to the face, yo. Same with druids, I guess. With druids, they need like a frickin' staff. They don't even get like swords or shit, which is fine. But there's only so many interesting staves out there to T-Mog. I think you were here when I was talking about how my friends kind of don't like the game because everyone looked the same and stuff, and like when I went to old character models. Another thing we realized too was like, you know, it's hard. It's like gear is so, not only is it so meh because it's easier to get, you never know what people have. Like you don't see what gear they have, like whether they have like the newest tier or whatever. Like you don't expect people because of that anymore. It's because everyone's transmogged to something, so you don't actually know like how geared they are and stuff unless you inspect them, obviously. But I mean, just by looking at people, and then you have people with similar transmogs and stuff, and like you really don't know the difference between people. And it's like I didn't really think about it until we started talking about individuality and stuff, but thought that was an interesting thing. But I was reading on MMO Champion that they're really trying to bring back class identity. Basically, they're gonna revamp some classes and even rename some of them so they're more appropriate, which is kind of cool. I don't know, like I'm sure like some people are gonna hate on it because everyone does at some point, but I don't know, I think it's gonna be really cool. I really want to I'm glad they're trying to bring back class identity and trying to bring back some uniqueness to classes and stuff. Yeah, that's a good point, Dave. You're in a form, so you don't even get to see stuff. It's funny though, because our raid leader, or I guess co-raid leader, Large Horn, he's a tanking druid, and he always keeps up with his transmog, even though you don't see it a lot of the time. So I guess it's still like some people still care about transmog, even if you don't see it that much. Okay. Some days I wish Two-Handed Frost was viable, because sometimes I just want to play my class. I want to do like nothing and just like literally be boring. Sometimes. Most of the time I like having a challenge and stuff, but sometimes I just want to literally be in raid and just spam obliterate. That's all I want to do. But because Two-Handed Frost is so shitty, it's just like I can't. So I spam Howling Blast instead, but there's more to it in dual wielding Frost than there is in Two-Handed Frost. Two-Handed Frost is like, seriously, you just hold down obliterate, or I hold down obliterate because I have a spammer on my gamepad or whatever. And it's legal, by the way, as long as it's you pressing the button. Anyway, so I like literally hold down obliterate. I hit Howling Blast with my other finger when it procs, and then I hit Frost Strike every once in a while to get rid of my runic power, and that's literally Two-Handed Frost rotation. It is like, oh my god. I'm sure there's more to it than that, because like I researched Unholy and Wielding Frost and really like nitpicked and tried to figure out how to do the class, but like, or spec. But I'm pretty sure that that's all you do for Two-Handed Frost, because yeah, obliterate greater than everything else. It was funny too, because last night me and my friends were trying to do something. We were doing achievement or whatever, ICC. And my buddy was playing a DK, and he's like, man, obliterate's OP, like it hits as hard as my execute. And I'm like, it really, like, sure, but like two-handed frost is so not viable right now. It's like not even worth it. And he's like, yeah, well, still though. I'm like, okay. The funny thing with him is like, I know he doesn't like say it in that kind of way, but he always says things that like, it's like they're not really OP and stuff. Like he like, and I mean like everyone does that though, like with other people's classes and stuff. There's like something about them, they're like, oh man, it's so OP. Like I think like having leap is OP because like because I move, even though my movement speed is pretty quick, like it's like compared to him, it's like I feel so slow. I have zero mobility, right? And like I'm like, oh, it's so OP. But it doesn't really, I don't know, it's like I just feel like it doesn't get annoying. What am I trying to say? Sometimes he just says things that are like, it makes me feel shitty about my class. And because he's a really good player, like he's been playing since vanilla, he dominates the damage meters. So like when he's like, there's things like when he dominates the damage meter, he's top, he's like way higher than the second person or whatever. And he's like, oh man, it was such a shitty pull. I'm just like, I'm just like so bitter because like I don't know, like you complain even though you're top of the meter. And like we've discussed this before where it's like he says he doesn't really care that he's on top of the meter. He cares if he's doing better than he did before, like himself, which is cool. Like he really cares about like what, like he's challenging himself to be better and not really caring about whether he's doing better than someone else. But it's just like, I'm just like, ugh. Because like I might be like a second or something, but it's just like he's still like kicking my ass and I'm just like, okay. And yeah. Okay, did I not? Okay, am I done? Wow. Kind of zoned out there. Okay, let's clean up my bags and send out these pets. Put them on the auction house. Welcome, Dead Warlord, to the stream. Even though you were saying hi to Dave, I'm just saying, welcome. I'm gonna bump this up, I think, to... Oh wait, I had it set... Oh, that's maximum price, duh. I want... Oh, whoa. I want normal price to be a little bit higher. I like 1500. Okay. And then... How are you doing today, Dave and Warlord? I didn't ask you. So yeah, you can see here, like, Chaos Pup is only going, I'm undercutting the competition, and they're only posting it for 1100. Somebody has it posted, this Stink Rot for 5k, and someone has this Sun Blade at 4k, so yeah. And so if I sell those, I'll make like almost 10k. Which reminds me, I should probably buy another fucking token. Ugh, I'm not gonna bother right now. Good to hear, Warlord. That's good, Dave. That's good to hear. Nice. Man, I was playing my Shaman the other night. I think you were there, Dave. But, like, it just reminded me, like, I really like Shaman heals. Like, I don't know why, but I do. Okay, let's go to Blackrock Mountain, yo. Let's check out that MC Blackwing Lair. Gotta get more pets. Now here's a conversation, or a question. Conversation. Here, I'm just gonna throw a conversation at you. What do you guys think that played? Like, what do you guys think of Brawlers Guild? Because for me personally, like back in Miss, not necessarily this expansion's Brawlers Guild, but in Miss, I didn't really do it at first, and then when I started doing it, I felt like I became, like, I got better at moving while attacking and stuff, and like not totally focusing on my rotation, like my buttons and stuff. And I don't know, I felt like Brawlers Guild teaches people the things that that LFR is supposed to teach you, but obviously doesn't, because LFR is a complete joke. So like, what do you, like, have you guys done it? Like, what are your experiences with it and stuff? Because I'm definitely interested to know. Because I know my buddy and I talked about it, and like, we've done it, and we both have beaten everything. He beat it back in Miss. I didn't complete everything. I did Hexos. There's actually a video on my channel of me doing Hexos, and I'm like stoked out of my mind because it took forever. Hexos now though is like pretty easy. And you know what's a shame about LFR 2 is that oh yeah, Dave. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people did Brawlers, which is unfortunate, because I feel like even if you're a really good player, you would learn some stuff from doing it. It's quite cool. The reason, the sad thing about LFR is that Blizzard didn't even really want to bring in LFR. They were working on Flex, and they wanted to implement Flex first. Like, their first thing was Flex, and I think Flex is awesome, by the way. But the thing is they wanted to put something out there, and they didn't quite have Flex done yet. So they were like, oh, let's do LFR and just kind of do it, right? And that was like, it's like so sad. Like, they actually said they regretted doing that, putting LFR in before Flex, because like now LFR is kind of like this arbitrary, free, legendary token things and it's just like a complete joke, and you don't learn anything from it. And it's like, or at least you can learn some things from it. You can obviously learn like the basics of a fight, but because people are such dicks, like you don't have the real opportunity, because if you fuck up you get booted and that kind of stuff. Like it's just not a good place for people to learn. And if you try to pug normals and stuff, and you try to do, and you've been doing LFR, you'll know the basics maybe, but like people are gonna kick you because they're just like, you're a noob, you know. And like it really, I hate when people that are new-ish to the game and they don't quite know how things are going. Like I hate that they get treated like shit because people don't give them the opportunity to learn, and Blizzard doesn't help them either. And it's like, like Blizzard keeps catering to the 10-year-old gamers, and when I mean 10-year-old, I mean 10 years of playing the game. So like people from vanilla, they're catering to them and catering to like the elitists and stuff. And it's like if you want new players, which is a staple of any game, you gotta cater to them a bit more than you do to the vanilla players. I'm sorry, like, yeah, sure, the vanilla players are what got you guys started and got you big, but like realistically, it's the new players that are gonna keep you going. And the fact that you don't have a place for them to learn the game properly is just like, I don't know, it's kind of shitty. And I always feel bad for new players, always. If there's a new player in my group, like in a dungeon or whatever, I'm always trying to be like the nicest and most helpful I can be, because I want them to have fun in the game and succeed, because I have fun in the game, even though this expansion is complete crap in my opinion. It's like, I want people to enjoy the game, you know? It's just like, why doesn't Blizzard do something, do better basically at obtaining new players, and like, or do something like I really feel like they should remove LFR, or if not, they should make it server only back like in Kata. I don't know, that's just how I feel. I'm sorry if it's buffering or lagging for you guys, like I hope not, because I just did a spiel. But anyways, that's just how I feel about the game right now, is that it doesn't, yeah. Anyways, I wish they never did LFR, pretty much. I do like, the one thing I do like is the proving grounds. I think that was a great idea, having people to have to do that before they could do heroics and stuff, like dungeons. And me and my buddies were talking, and we feel like they should have that for LFR. Like you have to like make LFR a little bit more difficult, you know. And then so like people actually have to learn what to do, like how to do things. And it's like, I think that would help. I think that would help a little bit. It wouldn't obviously help like fix the major issue with LFR, but I think it would help. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Mark, because calling you Daddy makes me uncomfortable. but that's a good point, though. And that's like, me and my friends were also talking about how the downfall of community and stuff, and the people being able to be dicks, is when they incorporated looking for group, and not looking for group specifically, but when they made it cross server. When they made it cross server, it enabled people to be dicks, because they're never going to see that person again. Whereas if it was still on server, you know those people, you've seen them around, and if they're a dick, you blacklist them. And that's the thing that happened in vanilla and TBC. Like people were shunned if you were an asshole. And like that's a community. Like you keep people that are going to be helpful, or that they're good, like even if they're just neutral and they just don't say anything the whole time. Like that's still better than being an asshole. And I think it would be so much better if they just made looking for group, LFR, all just like server based. And like, sure, the smaller servers would probably suffer because you wouldn't get as many LFR groups, but like, too bad. Like, I don't know, that's how I feel. Like if Blizzard keeps going the way they're going, they're just gonna completely destroy the community that they already have, but it's literally gonna be non-existent. And as I was saying earlier, like that's what I'm excited for in Legion, is that it seems like they're bringing back class identity, bringing back uniqueness. They're going to change some stuff, and I think I'm hoping that brings back some of the bonds between people. Sure, it might be class people, there'll still be cross server stuff, but at least it's something that's some sort of community versus literally no community at all. I don't like if people dropping in vanilla, it kind of blows my mind. Like, why? Like, it takes so long to do anything in vanilla. Like, why would you ever drop halfway through? Like, that would just be completely brutal, in my opinion. I remember I was playing vanilla private server, and we were trying to get this group, right, going for Black Fathom Deeps. And we get some random people or whatever, and we get this one guy, and I'm pretty sure it's a lock, and he was so effing obnoxious. Like, we didn't even get to do the dungeon. We didn't even get into the dungeon because he was dicking around. Travel time takes a million years, so he thinks, oh, I'll just be 10 minutes. He took it was a fucking hour before he was even close to getting to us because he was doing other things, and we're like, dude, like what the hell, basically. And then he turned out to be a huge asshole, and I was like, okay. So we booted him from group, and then we ended up not doing the dungeon because it was late, so I was like exhausted, and I was furious because I was like, what the hell, like, is your issue? Like, this is and it just, like, I don't know, it's just like, I was surprised that there was dudes like that in vanilla, I guess. But I mean, the thing is like, these are dudes coming from probably live to vanilla private server, so it's like kind of different. Whoops, I kind of fucked that up. Oh god. Okay, whatever. Oh god. Oh god. Click the button. Oh man, I'm doing this really slow. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh my god. I might fail this. Yeah, I'm totes gonna fail this. And I think one thing that Blizzard was trying to do with LFR was that they wanted people to see the content, because like back in vanilla, like Nax is literally the hardest instance ever created, and only 0.01% of the population ever saw the end of Nax. Oh, I'm totally gonna fail. That sucks. And I mean, in a sense, I think that's a bit too low. But like in the same thing, it's like, you know, like that would be so cool to be that 0.01% of people that actually saw it, you know? And like, I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, but like, it's like it's all about accessibility. Like, that's one of the issues, is like everything's so accessible. Everyone gets a legendary. Everybody gets this. Everybody gets that, because they're complaining about it and Blizzard's just handing out shit. And it's like, that's not going to make the game better. You're catering to people that are whining about absolutely stupid stuff, in my opinion. And one of the things I like people complain about, flying is a major issue, and blah blah blah, and flying is what made WoD shitty. And it's like, are you kidding me? Not having flying made it better because you didn't just blow through the entire content in like a day, you know? And you didn't, and it's not like the reason that WoD sucked, if you had flying in WoD, you would burn through literally everything even quicker than you did, and like you would be like done with the game 6 months sooner. Like, I don't understand that concept. Like, flying is not a good thing, especially in WoD. It might be fine in some other places, I don't know. I'm not pro flying. I'm not at all. And it's just like the reason WoD sucks is because lack of content, period. It has nothing to do with flying. All those people crying about flying can go away and just cry in the corner. Like, it had nothing to do with it. It was all about the entire expansion, how it was built. Raids were good. I've talked about this already. Raids were good, but, like, period, it's like lack of outdoor content. You sit in your garrison and you do nothing. And that's WoD. And people just, like, don't seem to understand that, or like they're just finding something to complain about because that's all they do in every expansion. There's probably like the same 10 people, actually it'd be like 1,000 people that complain about stuff in an expansion, and they do it every expansion, and then they get their way because Blizzard's like, oh, we gotta cater to these 1,000 people. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Like, they can't find the balance, and they just cater more towards the hardcore raiders than they do casual people, and I'm kind of over it. Majority of people aren't mythic raiders. Majority of people are like normal heroic raiders, period. But, like, I'm glad they're taking a step. I think they're taking a step in the right direction with Legion. They're gonna actually, like, they're still doing the everybody gets a legendary thing, which is like whatever. I mean, it bothers me, but like, I'm not gonna. It's like whatever. But they're actually gonna bring dungeons back and make them relevant again. And again, the same reason they didn't like having. They were like, we don't like making dungeons. We don't want to put so much time into them because, you know, people burn through them. And it's like the reason people are burning through them is because they enjoy them. They're doing them over and over again and get burnt out because they like dungeons, like, period. And it just is, it's just weird to me. Dungeons are the staple, and were the staple of vanilla TBC. Like, dungeons were hard. They need to bring back dungeons that are hard, that actually, you know, like, and bring back more of them and make them relevant when raid tiers come out. Like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know why it's such a hard concept and why it's such a bad thing. Like, I like what they did. I know what they tried to do, that they tried to make dungeons relevant by doing mythic dungeons and stuff, and that's totally cool. It was all right. I mean, it wasn't relevant for us because we had already, like, gone past the point of the item level of gear or whatever, but it was a good idea. Like, they tried a little bit, but I was still annoyed because they didn't bother making new dungeons. What the fuck? What? Oh no, I missed an egg. I missed an egg and it's way over here. Oh god. Oh god. What is wrong with me? Why am I so terrible at this game? Kill it. Boom. Okay. Okay. Man, Oculus is like a terrible dungeon though. I freaking hate Oculus so much. I was doing it for like that Achi. And it was just like, oh my god. It's terrible. But that's the thing, you're right, like people aren't doing it, so they, like, if people weren't doing that specific dungeon, clearly, like, there's an issue with the dungeon, and not, but that doesn't mean that there's issues with all dungeons. Like Kata, like everyone, there's a lot, okay, sorry. There was a lot of people that didn't like Kata, and I understand where they're coming from because it was like a lot of rehashing and like same content, just looks different kind of thing. But the dungeons, they, to me, and my friends, they, like, we really liked Kata Heroics at the beginning when they first were out because they were hard, and I mean, obviously you outgeared them at some point, but they were hard and they were fun because they were hard, and it was, I don't know, it was like awesome. And then like ZG and ZA come out, and like those were hard, and like then they bring out Dragon Soul with those 3 other dungeons, and we played the shit out of those dungeons. Like, we did them so many times, but they were awesome. That's why we did them. There was a story with them, you know, like you progress through them, and it was like really, I don't know, it was really cool that they did that. And it's like, I don't understand why Blizzard is going away from that kind of stuff. Like, bring more of that. Your raids are awesome. You can keep doing the raids as they're doing, but like, bring back the dungeons. Like, I don't know. Yeah, the mount, I hate vehicles. I hate vehicles in dungeons and raids. Like, to me, they're just terrible. I just didn't really like the vehicles. Like, I mean, like, flying and stuff. Like, I didn't really like that in the dungeon. I don't know why I didn't like it. I can't really say why. It might have been just because it was clunky and it wasn't really, like... I just wanted to, like, do shit and kill things and not fly around, I guess. But... Now, here's a nifty trick if you guys didn't know. If you aggro this group and you come over here, you can skip, like, this entire walking through the gas crap and go wee and get knocked up here. And boom. And you just skip a lot of time walking around in that slow ass gas. So, tell your friends. It's good. It's a good thing. Yeah, that would be interesting. Actually, that's a good idea. Never thought about it. Like, upscale to your gear. So, like, maybe it takes, like, the average item level of your group and then scales it based on, like, that. That would be kind of cool. That would actually be sick. And then, like, it gives you gear. Like, it scales up the gear to a certain point. Like, obviously, they have to have a cutoff because then the dungeons would literally make raids irrelevant. So there would be still an irrelevant problem. But that would be cool. Like, maybe like 10 item levels it scales up and then it like cuts off gear. That would be sick. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, dungeons need to stay as blue gear until like a certain point, obviously. But like, blue gear is what defines dungeons. Like, I'm sick of hand me out epics. Is what I'm trying to get at. Is like, you know, like, I want them to bring back like the rare epic that can drop off the final boss of a dungeon, you know, like a heroic dungeon, like something like that where it's like really hard to get an epic. I hate that LFR. Like, LFR, you know what? LFR should be fucking blues. They should be fucking blues. And like I'm sick of the hand me out epics. Seriously, so sick of it. Well, crafted epics I think are fine because you actually have to work for it. You actually have to get the mats, you have to create it. Like, there's something satisfying about that instead of going into something that's literally AFK, get free loot. Like, I think it's completely different. Maybe not necessarily in WoD because, like, WoD was pretty easy to get stuff in general, like crafting mats, except for the bloods. In the beginning, bloods were pretty, like, expensive and stuff, but Yeah, I think crafted items are fine because you still work for them. You still have to make them yourself, and like that's something of an accomplishment. And it's not like you literally AFK and suddenly get the mats. You're not standing in your garrison literally all of a sudden getting all the mats to you, you know? Whereas in LFR you stand there and you can literally AFK and get free loot. And that, to me, really bothers me. It's like that's why I think LFR should be blues. Like, I don't know, I didn't really think about it until now, but like blue, it would make way more sense for LFR to be blues. Because like, when you see a piece of epic gear, it's just like, oh, it's just another epic, cool, you know? It just bothers me. Yeah, exactly, and they limit it too. It's not like you can have full crafted gear like that. That's the thing, is like, I don't know, again, it's about accomplishment and like actually working for what you do. And I don't know, it's just like, an LFR isn't that. You don't work, you just stand there and do, like, if you're a healer, you do heal once in a while. If you're DPS, you can literally AFK forever until somebody boots you or whatever. But that, again, that's just like, I don't know, it just bothers me. Bothers me. Now what? Gotta leave because I gotta go to MC. I didn't get a single frickin' pet, did I? Man, I didn't even get the dog pet, and that one drops, like Chromius almost drops every time. It's like, okay. Oh yeah, totally, the slash follow, yeah, exactly. And there's one thing, like, my raid leader, it really bothers me, and like, he like shits on people in LFR that try to do the mechanics right. He's like, it's LFR, it doesn't matter. And it bothers me so much because like people, like, what if people actually are trying to learn and they're actually trying to learn the right way to do something? Like, why are you shitting on them for doing that? And that's the mentality of LFR. Like, why do you do this when you don't have to? And it's like, maybe because people want to, or maybe because they want to learn how to be good, you know? Like, maybe they don't want to do LFR their whole life and be shitty. Like, it frustrates me to no end that people, like, he has that mentality. And, like, I'm sure tons of people have that mentality because of LFR. And it's really sad. It's super sad. And it's like, because, like, when I go into LFR and if I'm tanking or whatever, and I don't know the mechanics really well, like, sure, I can look it up, which I do. But, like, when you're in the game and, like, something weird happens that wasn't, like, mentioned or whatever, you want to know how to fix the issue. And it's like, I don't get that mentality. Why do you have to shit on people for actually trying to do something right, even if it's not necessary? I don't know. It's kind of weird in my brain. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, what? It's just like, I don't get it. Like, I understand. I know LFR's a joke, but like, if somebody actually wants to do the mechanics right, like, why does it matter? I sometimes want to get mad at them. Like, I kind of want to, like, be like, Joel, like, what's your freaking issue? Like, people want to do something right for once, and you're shitting on them for it. But I never do because I'm kind of chicken, because I know, like, I wouldn't get kicked or anything like that. It's nothing like that, but it's like, I feel like I don't know Joel well enough to say that to him. Like, I could say it to Large. He's our, like, co-raid leader. I actually have told Large, I'm like, I don't know why Joel does this, blah blah blah. Because the Spirit Hawk is Druid, apparently. Yeah, people are totally impatient. They don't have they're just like, go 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 go. They're like, we have to do this as quick as possible. And I understand that people, like, have jobs and they come home from work and they only have like an hour or two to play and they want to get shit done as like quickly as possible. I get that, but you gotta like, that's it's always going to be slower if you have people like, if you have people and they mess it up and say you wipe or something. LFR, you never wipe, but like, you know, like that kind of stuff, it takes maybe a minute to be like, okay, look out for this and that, don't stand in the bad stuff, and just kill the boss. Like, really simple, really quick, not even a minute, you know, like just like super simple strats, and boom, you got people that get the general idea of the fight. They probably won't die because they know not to stand in bad things. Like, and people just think it's obvious to other people, but especially to new players, that shit is not obvious. They see a red circle on the ground, they're gonna be like, oh, is that good or bad? You know, sometimes green is good, sometimes green is bad. You know, like, it's confusing for some people probably. Like, it's seriously, take a second out of your time to just be like, yo. Especially if somebody asks in a dungeon, like if I'm tanking, somebody asks something in a dungeon, and somebody's rude to them, and I'm like, dude, shut up, and I'll explain. Like, I try to be as helpful as possible. I just, like, don't understand the mentality of treating people like absolute garbage. Like, where does that get you in life? Absolutely fucking nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's those mechanics all the time. Stack up mechanics, spread out mechanics. You know, range specific mechanics, melee specific mechanics. Like, it does not take that long to explain. Unless you're my raid leader, then he takes literally a half a goddamn hour to explain a fight, but that's okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. Dilute. Yeah, exactly. And there's that kind of stuff, like Council fight in Hellfire Citadel. There is a debuff mechanic, and if you do it wrong, you can fuck up everything. And that should be something that's taught, you know? Like, not every healer has to dispel it. Only a couple healers need to do it, or like even one healer needs to pay attention. Like, I don't know. But again, because LFR is literally a joke and you don't need to care about mechanics, people don't. It's like, ugh, I don't know. It's just... I remember doing Brimrail Depot tanking, and I just remember, like, people... I was like explaining the fight, and then one guy was just being a dick about it, and I'm like, okay, fine, or whatever, and we go and we wipe, and I'm like, yeah, so can I explain the fight now? And it was just like, and that's sometimes, and like, and then at that point he might have left, I don't know, but that's the thing, is like, I don't care if assholes leave. You leaving is better than you staying and being an asshole. So, like, bye. Yeah, skipping in MC, I skip a lot of things because there's only 3 bosses that drop a pet. So I skip a lot of this. Yeah, that's the thing, is like WoD is so terrible with their outdoor content that going out and doing old content has been way more fun. Just straight up. And Old War is really great. I just hate the first boss. It's just like, this takes too long. But, and the thing is too, is like, I've only been playing since Kata, but I know a lot of stuff about Vanilla and TBC just because my friends have both played since Vanilla. And one of the things about Wrath is like, they didn't really play Wrath, so I don't really know a lot about Wrath, unfortunately. And but I hear that Old War was like the best raid back when it was relevant. I'm like, it's a really good raid, but like I kind of wish I knew more about the Wrath raids and stuff. And there was so much content in Wrath and stuff. There's just endless shit to do. Okay. I guess walking through them doesn't aggro him either. Yep. You can stop your XP. You just gotta go, if you're Horde, you gotta go to the warrior trainer area in the eastern part of Org. At the top there's an XP cancel or stop dude. He's like stealthed undead guy. Well, you know, that was something I was talking to my friends about again. I was like, I brought up like it would be so cool if like they brought back like the world bosses, like the old world bosses, and you had to be 60 to do them. So like you had to like make a tune or whatever and had to be 60 to even be able to hit him. And I don't know, I thought it would be like, obviously you wouldn't get the gear from it or something. It would be something like a pet or like a mount or something like that. But like, so it's optional, but you can do it if you want to, you know? And like, and I wish they would do time walking raids. Like, I think they're thinking about it. I mean, I'm not really sure. I forgot what they said about it. But time walking raids would be sick. I know they did MC like time walking or whatever, but like, and that was really fun because I'd never done MC when it was like hard, right? And like I was tanking and it was like just a complete shit show, but it was awesome. It was just like, I don't know, it was awesome. And I think they need more of that. Yeah, and that's kind of what one of the vanilla private servers I play on, that's what they're doing. It's like, it's really cool. They're bringing out content based on if the other stuff has been completed. It's really cool, and they are already planning a TBC server and stuff, and that's what they're doing. They're progressing through people through, and it's like really awesome. Like I wish WoW did that again. Like just like straight up. Like it's pretty sad when a private server does things better than live right now. It's just, I don't know. Where am I going? How do I, what? I need to go to Kurazan. Yeah, I think that would be an awesome idea, to be honest. Like, that's what they should frickin' do. I know they're never gonna do a vanilla server. Like, they're never gonna do it. They said they're never gonna do it. But, like, if they did, like, that's what they could do. They could literally bring out content as it gets progressed through and stuff. Like, I don't know. And, like, my friends were asking me. I'm max level right now on this tune. I have four 100 tunes. and then I have a bunch of 90s, 90 plus. Crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well. Not a big deal. I also have a shit ton of Lobby tunes too. I just like, seriously, I make tunes every day. It's like ridiculous. Oh, I need to go this way. Man, I want to find those guilds because I would totally do that. Yeah, like my buddy actually thought of something. It was really funny. It was like there's like a vanilla event, right? And there's like a vendor in your garrison or somewhere in a major city because fuck garrison. And he sells ice cream. He sells vanilla ice cream, and you lick it, or like you eat it, you use it, and then you don't go back to like you don't go back to level 60, but like all of your stuff, like all your gear scales down, all your stuff just scales all the way like way down to 60-ish, or like scales down somewhat, and like everything is like as hard as vanilla. And stuff like killing mobs takes forever, and you can only pull one mob, otherwise you'll die, kind of thing. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like that would be a fun little thing to do. Thanks, Mark. I really appreciate that, man. Helps a lot. I stream pretty often. My set schedule for sure is Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Those are my raid nights. So from 6 p.m. Pacific to 9 p.m. Pacific time. That's my raid times. So I'll definitely be streaming those. I kind of stream randomly depending on the days. Like normally, like today, like I'll probably actually be leaving in like 45 minutes or so, because normally I go to a friend's place for the day, because I moved away. And yeah, anyways, life story, not important. Wednesdays I normally don't stream because again I'm at my friend's, but university's starting back up soon, so my schedule will be really even more sporadic, I think. But definitely Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday evenings I'll be streaming, and I'll probably be streaming like Sundays as well, as a set time. What I'm going to be streaming, that depends. Sometimes I'll be playing this, sometimes I'll be playing maybe like Trackmania or something. I mainly play WoW. Cat? Where is my cat? Did he just leave? My kitty. Oh, I'm sure there's got to be some guys or some guilds on US that do that, because America is full of elitist assholes, so you know they'd be doing that. And yeah, I don't know where my cat is, but thank you. I love my kitty. He is fantastico. $9 p.m. for you right now? Okay, so you're 9 hours ahead of me. So, because right now it's 12 p.m.
or 12:19 p.m. here. So yeah, so you're 9 hours ahead. So yeah, if I'm streaming at 6 p.m. it'll be like 3 a.m. for you. So unless you stay up really late, you may miss my raid stuff. But watching raid stuff is kind of boring anyway. So, but I'll try to stream as much as possible. I mean, I usually stream on OBS, Open Broadcast Software, but I decided to try XSplit, and I bought a 3-month subscription to it. So I'm gonna get my money's worth and try to stream as much as possible. So I want to have a consistent schedule, but school will make it difficult to do that. So maybe once I figure out school stuff and see what my schedule is like, with like homework and stuff, I might be able to get a solid schedule for you guys. Yeah, UK is normally 8 hours ahead, and like people across the channel are 9 hours roughly. I don't know why I put my defile down. It literally does nothing. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's cool if you can't make it. Like, I totally understand that time differences suck, but I appreciate it regardless. I used to do a podcast on Friday nights, but my co-host kind of like stopped showing up for raids for a while, and then I wanted to get back into it, and so I kind of stopped. But maybe one day I'll bring it back. Yeah, the stream does get recorded. The thing I noticed though, because of the music I'm playing in the background, it limits it. Like, one video I had up said it's not playable in basically all these other countries, basically only US, because of the music I have in the background, unfortunately. So I'm not really sure. I'm hoping it doesn't do that to all my videos. And if it does, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I feel like I need music in the background. Oh, I'm not sure. Might have to look it up. Well, because actually right now I'm using a tunnel thing to change my IP to a US IP, because I actually live in Canada right now. So all of my stuff is like a US IP, so that could also be an issue. I'm sure I can also like take the videos and move them somewhere else if I want to. So I'm not too worried about it. Damn it, I don't want this. I want the big bad wolf, motherfucker. Leo, please. Take your alliance scumness out of here. Binding passion. I might not do chess because I'm lazy. His chest takes time, and I'm just like, bleh. So I'll probably just go kill this other guy for a pet, and then peace out. Yeah, it's true. Like, it's a lot, like, if you do an orc or a troll, like, the environment's very, like, deserty, but it's definitely bright colors. If you level an undead, there's tons of trees, lots of forest, but it's very gray, dark colors. If you level a goblin, lots of colors, kind of like a little bit of gray because it's all like got exhaust everywhere because it's all like mechanical shit. I really don't like the garblin. The garblin. I don't like the garblin. Starting area. Very meh. What else is undead? Or undead. What else is orc? Oh, probably the best one for like colors and stuff is Blood Elf. Lots of colors, very bright. Definitely less depressing than the rest of Horde terrain. I really like the undead zones. I don't like... It's unfortunate, because I don't like the new stuff they did to the undead leveling area. Like, I'm pretty salty about it, actually. Because my first tune ever was Undead Mage. And I just have a lot of nostalgia for the old questing area. Man, no pet. No pet. It's a Bologna. Okay, so where do I want to go next? Just trying to think. Okay, so there's still AQ to do. AQ, Tempest Keep, SSC. I think that's it. So let's go do... I'm gonna go do Tempest Keep. Because I like Tempest Keep. Me and my friends were talking about like how Undead Priest seems very weird, just because it's like you are like corrupted. Like Shadow Priest makes sense because you're definitely like corrupted and shit, but like a Healy Priest is like undead is kind of like weird. Well, yeah, Blood Elves are the most like human-esque class the Horde has, so kind of makes sense. I didn't play in vanilla, unfortunately, and the vanilla private server I'm on, I haven't hit max, but my buddy did, and he tanked ZG, and he actually had original Zinrock. He still has it, and I really wanted. Wish I could have done old ZG like really bad. I really want to do it just because like it just seems so cool in the environment and stuff. It's just like it's so bright and like jungly and like I don't know, it's really cool. Well, you know what's funny is like, it's like, yeah, like I totally understand that, and but like back in the day, just like getting an epic was just like so much more rewarding than it is now. Epics are literally the old blues, you know. It's kind of like okay, and like, oh, sorry, one sec. Oh, hurts. Lots of pain. But like a lot of people had like blues for a long time, even when raiding and stuff, because like obviously you know, but like MC and stuff, they drop 2 pieces of loot per boss for for a 40 man. So it's like, okay, like, man, like thinking about it, like getting loot for everybody must have been just ridiculously brutal. Because obviously, like, the tanks got geared first, and then probably, like, top damage or healers and stuff. This kind of blows my mind a bit. Yeah, totally. Like, getting back into like actually giving a shit about your gear. I always forget he fucking does that. My god. Oh, now he's gonna come all the way up here. Oh my god. Here's a question. Do you guys miss reforging at all? Because I kind of do, because like again, it brought a little bit of uniqueness to your to you based on how you reforge and stuff. Like sure, maybe it was quote unquote wrong way to do it. And like in the tier of like, or like high mall, like there was just such shit gear for Unholy DK that it was like I couldn't get the right stats ever. Nothing had mastery multi-strike on it. It was just like, oh, it was terrible. And I just really wanted reforging so I could at least get my stats in order. Got a pet, hype. Yeah, I'm totally fine with them eliminating hit and that kind of stuff and dodge and parry. Like that's totally fine. I don't care about that. But I want the ability again to reforge things into mastery and stuff. Like haste right now is above my mastery, and that should not be a thing. And it like really bothers me all the time that I can't change it. I guess. I mean that's part of RNG, and that's fine. But like I don't know. Yeah, it's just the user that posted it sees the double post. It's very weird. Awesome. Thanks so much, Mark, for watching. Really appreciate it, man. Glad you had a good time. Hope to see you again soon. And have a good night. Inventory is full. My God. Thanks, man. Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot on my server, but it happens, and it's just like, okay. Where am I going? Alright, guys. Pray for the mount. Let's see if I get the mount. I want the mount so good. Please. Please, game. Give me the mount. The trash. Right, into this guy first. Not the bomb. Now we wait 10 years for him to do the thing. I think so. I think he was a priest, and then when he got corrupted, he went and turned into a warlock. Him and Jaina had a thing, and then he turned evil, and then she was like, GG. And then her and Arthas had a thing, and then he turned evil too, and then that was also GG. Whoa, whoa, buddy. Oh god, I hate when this happens. We don't get an attack off soon enough. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he will be. Oh my fucking god. Bitch, please. I know I'm supposed to kill her first, but she's so annoying. Oh god, this is bad. Okay, let me turn. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, whoop. Give me them ashes of Alar. Man, I remember so many times doing this, and like it would always bug out because you killed him too fast, and it was just like he wouldn't transition into this phase. He would just go up in the air and just stay there. So annoying. Nope. No mount. QQ. Oh well. It happens. Alright. I'm gonna clear out my bags and send off these pets. Whoops. Yeah, it's pretty rare. No, give me my Grand Arab Broom back, you jerk. Okay, so I got 3 pets, which is kind of impressive. I've gotten 6 pets in total today. Like, that never happens. Core Fire Imp. And then Ashton Core. Yeah, that's Ashstone Core never, like, it's never gets sold. If it does, it's like 200 gold. It's pretty bad. And then what am I looking at? Pocket Reaver. Pocket Reaver will probably sell pretty good. Oop. Actually, I have a funny story. Well, it's not that funny, and it's a pretty short story. But I was in Kara doing pet run, and I kill the first boss, and I get an achievement, and I'm like, what? And it's like, obtain the mount, blah blah blah, and I'm like, what? And I look, and I have a mount in my bag, and I'm like, what? I didn't even know a mount dropped, and apparently it's like a super rare mount, and I was like, okay. Like, I didn't even know existed, but I got it. Cool. It's pretty funny. And my buddy always like gets mad at me because I have like insane mount luck apparently. But he has the time lost proto drake, so wow. So so the Pocket Reaver is the only thing that I can put up right now. Yeah, as somebody always puts these like some of these pets really low, and it doesn't even meet my minimum auction price, and it's like, okay. Oh, dude, I have so many horde. Yeah, these are all horde. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 alliance on that server. Moonguard. Alliance. 5 alliance. This is like my alliance server, kind of. I have a 93 alliance. I have another DK. And I have a random druid. But yeah. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here for now. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to eat some food because I'm starving. And then I'm probably heading over to a friend's place, so I may or may not be back tonight. If not, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. You always make the stream way more entertaining, so I really appreciate it. There is a donations button in the description if you feel generous. Feel free to donate. Obviously, don't feel obligated to. Don't matter. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And have a good night, guys.